What's up? It's IC, and how did Young Thug fare on his new playlist, Slime Language? Young Thug has been very prolific with his music releases throughout his career, but he decided to wait over a year in between the release of his last major project, which was Beautiful Thugger Girls, and this project, Slime Language, which is technically a playlist. I think Thugger wanted to call this project a playlist only because he featured so many up-and-coming rappers, because the project has the cohesiveness of an album and the quality of an album. I think Thugger finally found the sound that perfectly fits his oddball style of rapping. For the most part, the instrumentals are very sweet and breezy trap beats that often have a sort of retro video game type sound to them. The beats remind me of the instrumentals on Playboi Carti's recent album, Die Lit. Carti's album was good, but he lacks the rapping or vocal skills to make an entire project interesting. Young Thug, on the other hand, uses his screeching and shape-shifting vocals to turn the airy trap beats into these strange, warped, but often beautiful songs. The songs on the project that best show Thug going in over these atmospheric beats would be Tsunami, Oh Yeah, Chanel, and Going Up. But the project isn't all just these light, airy beats. Thug switches up his sound for a few tracks on the project, and these musical detours prove to be some of my favorite moments on the project. My favorite song on the album is easily Gain Clout, which starts with an entrancing and mesmerizing guitar and then abruptly shifts into this bassy, skittish, and off-the-wall beat. Thug sounds so focused as he chooses a very quick flow and easily keeps pace with the instrumental. I also really liked the song Audemar, where Thugger opts for a darker vibe than what the rest of the album was going for. The instrumental stands out to me because it constantly uses what sounds like someone saying skirt after it's been heavily distorted. Thug uses a flow I've never heard before, and the feature, Tracy T, gives what is in my opinion the best feature of the project, and believe me, there's a lot of really good features. The project reminds me a lot of Drake's album More Life, in that both were billed as a playlist, and both had a heavy emphasis on showcasing other artists. Thugger handled the concept of the playlist much better than Drizzy though, as Drake featured a lot of mainstream rappers who didn't need the exposure, and the UK grime rappers he featured already had huge followings overseas. Unlike Drake, Thug used his platform to introduce the world to tons of upcoming and underground artists, as I'm sure not many people, including myself, had heard of High Dora and Tracy T before Thug released Slime Language. You can really tell Thugger cares about getting these artists exposure, because before he even released the tracklist of the project, he released a list of the featured artists. The biggest two rappers Thugger uses are Lil Baby and Gunna, and although both are starting to break into the mainstream, both would still definitely be categorized as upcoming artists. It's not just the features who provide great vocal performances though, as Thug is still the clear star of the project. He reverts back to his signature style of melodically rapping with crazy flows, which is a welcome change from his previous singing-focused album, Beautiful Thugger Girls, although that was still a good album. On Slime Language, Young Thug sounds clearer than he has sounded on any of his previous albums or mixtapes, and he's just really sharp throughout the entire playlist. If I had to give one criticism to the project, it would be that it goes a little long at the end. I started feeling like the songs at the end of the tracklist weren't really adding anything to the project, as they all sounded like songs I'd heard earlier in the playlist. However, that's just a minor discrepancy I had. I still love the project Thugger gave us, I really enjoyed the sound he was going for, and I honestly think it may be Thugger's best work to date. Young Thug really outdid himself with this one. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. This is going to be a hip-hop centered discussion channel, and I just started it. It would mean a lot if you could like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. Thanks and enjoy your day.